Morning. It is Tuesday, April the 7th, and I want to begin this morning reading from Psalm 130. I'm going to read verses 5 and 6. I wait for the Lord. My soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waits for the Lord more than the watchman for the morning, indeed more than the watchman for the morning. I think there's times when waiting can feel unbearable. An old preacher's quote that I think many of us have used over the years says, "Never pray for patience because you may not like how God decides to teach it to you." Most of us aren't very good at waiting. You want to believe that? Just go to a grocery store, Walmart, whatever, in the current situation right now, and be told you have to wait just to get in because only so many people are allowed in the store now. We don't like waiting. We don't like being told we have to wait. And the funny thing is, even when conveniences come to make the wait shorter, it still bugs us. Maybe you've decided that you wanted to fix some tea, and you put a water in a little tea kettle and stick it on the stove. And you can't believe how long it takes for that to warm up so that you can have hot water for the tea. Or if you're just trying to warm up something really quick for a bite to eat, you stick it in the microwave, and it may only take 1 minute, but 1 minute can feel like an eternity when there's something you want on the other end of it. We don't like waiting. We wait for so many things. When the psalmist here is saying that he's waiting, maybe we can relate to that. Right now, we're all waiting. We're waiting for when the all clear gets sounded. We're waiting for when some of these issues and quarantines and stuff are going to get lifted. We're waiting for all this to stop, and we're waiting for some message from the Lord, some feeling that we know that it's going to be changed and we're going to have differences. And the longer we wait, that's when something happens to our human minds. There begins to be fear. Fear that maybe it's not going to be lifted. Fear that there's going to be nothing but bad news. Fear that there's going to be some part of this that's unbearable. And we need to be like the psalmist here. We need to fix our eyes on the Lord. The Lord is the hope. He's the source of our hope. He's the source of the reason that we have a future for this life and the next. And there's no outcome that anything's going to happen that God won't be there to help us through, that he won't be there to aid us in our time of need. And yet, so often, we let the time of waiting drag us into a place of fear. We need to avoid that fear. We need to avoid that by fixing our eyes on the one that gives us that hope. It's not an easy thing to do, but I encourage you to do that. As it seems like the days feel longer at times and things just seem to be annoyingly slow and stuck in place, fix your eyes on the Lord and realize that this too shall pass. The Lord is our hope, and we wait for him like the watchman in the morning, because eventually the sun will rise. Eventually times will change. And then we can get back to doing life. But right now, fix your eyes on the Lord. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow.